Hey y'all, this is Billy Don Loper, the Magnolia Outreach Coordinator here at the Mississippi Library Commission. Today we're going to take a look at one of the great databases offered on Magnolia to all Mississippians through their local public school libraries, and academic libraries with support from the state legislature. So we're going to step over to a database view and I'm going to walk you through how to make most out of your time on Magnolia. Okay, so the database that we're going to talk about today is Business Source Complete. This is one of the few databases within Magnolia on the over 18 side that is unique in its interface. While it is an EBSCO database, it does not function like Academic Search Premier, Agricola, or some of the other databases that we have looked at. Instead, it is based around a user-friendly, tile-based interface. And we're going to take a look at everything that Business Source Complete has today to show you how to make the most out of the database. The first thing I want to highlight is the My EBSCO area. Be sure that you create a My EBSCO account to get the most out of the EBSCO databases like Business Source Complete. It only requires a name and an email, and it's going to give you access to this My Dashboard area, which we will go over in detail in just a moment. So like any EBSCO database, you can make use of the search bar, say, and make a search for Toyota, and it will pull up academic journal articles, company profiles, and other information about the Toyota Motor Corporation. However, the core purpose of Business Source Complete is going to be this home page interface that provides you access to magazines, journals on particular topics within business, and other information. And we're going to walk through these in a little bit more detail. We won't go over each and every one of them, but we will take a look at a few of them to get an idea of how they work before we move on to the rest of Business Source Complete. So the first thing we're going to take a look at is this area here that says Business Magazines. And this is actually going to highlight the 7 major publications that are offered within Business Source Complete. And those are going to be things like Forbes, Entrepreneur, and Fortune, the Harvard Business Review, and a few others. And if we click into one, say the Harvard Business Review, and you will see as it loaded the page for the Harvard Business Review, it did automatically scroll down. If you go back up here, this is going to make the search bar available. However, if you search within this, it won't only pull up articles from the Harvard Business Review, but from this interface, you can access all of the issues and articles available within Business Source Complete for this particular publication. If we click into 2026, you'll see it currently has 2 issues available, and that includes the 2 most recent issues, all the way back to archive issues from 2012. If we go back and take a look at another publication, say Bloomsburg Business Week, you'll see that the most recent issues from it are also available. While other business magazines and periodical publications are available within Business Source Complete besides these core 7, these 7 are the major publications that are updated immediately within the database. So through Business Source Complete, you have a free subscription to something like Forbes or Harvard Business Review. So let's actually click into Forbes, go into 2026, and take a look at what it looks like when you click on one of the volumes. So we're going to go to this most recent volume, and it's not going to pull up, say, an ebook of the database. Instead, it is going to pull up a list of all of the articles from that issue. So you'll see there's 29 articles. You won't have any advertisements or anything like that. You just have the articles. Let's click into this first one, and you'll see you have lots of access options. You can download it as a PDF or a HTML full text. You can save it. You could even save it to a project. We'll save it to this one named Business Plan Resources, and we'll take a look at that later. That's over in this My Dashboard area. And if you scroll down far enough, you'll see you have a preview of what the article is going to look like within the database. So while you have free access to these resources, you do not have a scanned PDF of the articles. Instead, they are recreated for Business Source Complete, focusing in on the text only. Some may still include photos, but you won't get all of the photos that you would get in the physical magazine. And these other areas here, things like accounting and finance journals and management journals, are going to function much the same. We'll click into management journals here just to take a quick look, and you'll see there are 15 academic professional journals that are available under this topic. And there'll be some crossover from one to the other. The Harvard Business Review does publish academic journal articles, so it is included here as well. If you click into one of these, it is going to function exactly the same, with some of these actually being available ahead of print, meaning that these are available as PDFs, but are not yet available as print documents. So in some cases, through Business Source Complete, you actually have advanced access to some of this information. But the big benefit of Business Source Complete isn't only going to be access to magazine and journal articles. You'll see things in this tile area here, like your company profiles, case studies, and industry reports. Let's actually take a look at case studies as an example of how these function. So you're going to see here that this is a special collection of all of the case studies from all of the periodical and academic journals that are housed within Business Source Complete. And it is going to give you an easier, scrollable and searchable access to this information. If you are looking for any case studies on any particular frameworks, this is a great place to start. There are also additional resources through things like the company profiles. If we take a look at this company profiles by industry, you'll see it actually pulls up a separate tile view. You can choose your industry, we'll say communication services, and then you can take a look at all of the companies that are profiled through Business Source Complete under this industry. And we can just go down and pick one to take a quick look at. We'll actually pick AMC Entertainment Holdings, which is the theater company. You'll see it is going to give you a company profile, list their top competitors, give you a company analysis, and provide any different articles and results, including SWOT analyses and additional company profiles that are relevant. And if we take a look right here where it says read more, we can see what this company profile actually looks like. It is not just an article, a pure text article. It is going to pull up an HTML reader with full functionality features, and we'll actually go ahead and save this one to our business plan resources as well. And as you'll see, these are full-featured, full-text company profiles produced typically by MarketLine, while other are available as well. And that is going to be your primary functionality of the kind of tile area. It'll depend on which one you're looking at. Of course, the SWOT analyses are going to work a little bit different. The industry reports are going to function a little bit differently as well. And of course, the case studies is primarily article focused. But all of these are going to function very similarly in providing quick access to important information about a wide range of business topics. Now, if you take a look at the rest of the information on Business Source Complete, you'll see that it's going to vary a little bit. Really, the rest of the homepage is about presenting other pieces of this to you in case you aren't sure exactly what you're looking for and you're just browsing the resource. So you have your featured area here, which right now is highlighting sports marketing. You have a breakout of some popular topics like AI in business, remote and hybrid work. You have a highlight of the featured business magazines, and then a current spotlight on Forbes FinTech 50. So Business Source Complete is a great resource for anyone looking for broad economic and business-related resources. This might be someone heavily involved in community development planning, such as members of the Chamber of Commerce, who are looking to do research while making a decision on bringing new businesses or economic development decisions in your local communities. This could also be great for a school librarian who is either the facilitator or helping with an entrepreneurial club on campus. This could also be great for public librarians who are answering reference questions to individuals who are either looking to start a business and are preparing a business plan, or are looking to make decisions about bringing new businesses into their communities, such as from individuals within mayor's offices or other factors of their local city governments. Now we're going to take a quick look over at the My Dashboard area just to highlight how this functionality within EBSCO can help you make the most out of databases like Business Source Complete. So My Dashboard really has three areas you need to focus on: projects, saved, and recent activity. If we click into projects, you'll see that it has all of my projects saved under my EBSCO account. And we'll click into our business plan resources, and you'll see that it has all of them saved right there. From there, you can download individual ones by clicking the box and choosing this download option, and it'll give you the option of how you want to download it. You can also click into the individual documents, and it'll take you back to their primary view, where you can access things like the general information, the metadata information, and previews, as well as download as well. And if we click over into Saved, you'll see it features the same functionality. You can select and download individual documents as well as click into them, but it does not have them organized into our projects. It actually has everything I have ever saved listed. We have items from earlier this week, as well as ones going back to January and even further. And the final really important feature, possibly the most important for individual uses of a database, is recent activity. If we click into it, it is going to show all searches that we did within the database. So if you do a search and then you find a resource that you like, but something happens and you have to step away and then the browser gets refreshed, you can come here, go back and look at that search without having to try and remember exactly what you were looking for. So be sure that you create a free My EBSCO account to be sure that you're getting the most out of your EBSCO databases and everything else in Magnolia. So that's going to be everything about Business Source Complete. Again, it is a great resource for anyone looking for business or economic related resources, as well as school and public librarians hoping to address any concerns or needs of their patrons and students. So be sure that you head over to magnolia.lib.ms.us to find more. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to magnolia@mlc.lib.ms.us. Thanks.
The video you have just viewed is an MLC production, made possible in part with funding from the Institute of Museum and Library Services. We encourage you to visit our YouTube channel and our LibGuides for further resources and supporting content.